Time to admit that the idea that feminism is an advocacy and activism for equality is a lie. It's not. It's a culture of outrage, of censorship, of bullying, of propaganda, based around the idea that either A, women are helpless and useless victims who cannot stand up for themselves and have no power, or all men are evil and ruthlessly oppressing women, or both. It has nothing to do with gender equality, it has nothing to do with human rights, and everything to do with victim narrative. I want to talk to you guys about the premiere of the film The Suffragettes in London earlier this week. The Suffragettes is about feminists. It's a pro-feminist film. It was protested by a feminist group called Sisters Uncut. And Sisters Uncut was protesting a pro-feminist film in order to call attention to cuts made on women's shelters in the United Kingdom. Now, it's important to realize that this premiere and this protest happened in London, when right across town, the government, the parliament who instituted these cuts, right over there, and these feminists are protesting essentially themselves. Now, the interesting thing is, why were these cuts made? Well, the UK has new equality laws, and the UK made an ultimatum to several women's shelters saying that they need to offer services to men. There are currently zero, none, nada, zilch, zero men and boys abuse shelters in the United Kingdom. There are tens of thousands of women's shelters. Now, these shelters could have complied. They refused, and as such, had their funding cut. You see, what you'll probably hear from feminists is saying, oh, we shouldn't have to take care of men because there's a patriarchy. This unfalsifiable boogeyman, this invisible Satan known as the patriarchy. The greatest evil that the patriarchy ever had achieved was convincing the world the patriarchy didn't exist. Yeah, it's because the patriarchy does not exist. And hasn't for a very, very, very long time. More than 100 years. Longer than the suffragettes have been around. So what you're looking at is a protest run by a bunch of middle-class white women protesting their own movie, essentially, and not the government responsible for at least making the decision, the, in my opinion, correct decision to punish those shelters for being sexist and discriminatory. Feminism claims to care about discrimination. It doesn't. It's only a culture of outrage. It is the Orwellian thought police. It is a cult, a religion, and its concern is not for equality, it's not diversity, it's not even for women. You will find that feminists always say women when what they mean in context is feminism and feminists. They don't even really legitimately care about women. It's a religion, and it is actively propagating itself and attacking its enemies like any religion would. If you care about equality, try egalitarianism. If you care about women's rights, try actually advocating women's rights instead of actively attacking the rights of men. Thanks for watching.